Hey guys, GuildNumber64 here, and this basically is going to be the last video of 2016. Wow. This has been one crazy year for this channel. I mean, I started out the year with only 300 of you guys subscribed to my channel, which even that blows me away. And then I go to one convention, I upload one video, and everything takes off. You know, you guys literally just blew my email to shreds. You know, just destroyed it. And I know a lot of those people that were part of that big surge, I guess, of new subscribers. I know a lot of you guys are furries, which, yes, I am a furry. Guilty as charged, you know? Doesn't bother me to admit that. I love being a furry, and I'm always going to be one. But, on the other hand, you know, the one thing my channel was always built off of, since I started really uploading, was Airsoft. Always will be Airsoft. The primary of this channel will forever be Airsoft, no matter what. You know, I've stated time and again, you guys know this, you know, I'm always going to do my own thing. I'm always going to do what I want to do for my hobbies and what makes me happy. And if you guys want to be along for the ride, can't complain with that. If anything, I'm honored. But I think just to emphasize the point of the rapid growth of this channel, let me show you guys a little something that I decided to put together real quick to really let you guys see what I saw as this was happening. Crazy, right? Just, you know, that very short period of time, you know, we can go from 350 all the way up to now, as it stands this morning when I checked, almost 1130. So, you know, we're still growing, we're still getting bigger. But what's in store for next year? You know, what's the plan for this channel for 2017? Well, we'll talk about that in a minute. But first, I want to show you guys some photos of mine from this whole year. You know, some of the great things that I've seen and been able to do in this year. So, let me go ahead and show you guys some photos of the great things that, if you don't have me added on Facebook or, you know, Twitter or whatever, you know, you guys get to see, if you're just a casual subscriber of mine and you don't really follow any of my other stuff, which is totally fine, you get to see a little bit of what I do outside of YouTube. So, enjoy.
When it's Christmas time, I light up a fire, gather friends and family, have a bite to eat and some Christmas sweets, chilling out and watch TV, wrapping up the gifts with my fingertips, making up some fancy rhymes. So fancy. Just got something fun for my special one, but my love don't cost a dime. Waiting for Santa to come, he'll be knocking on my door. Treat the old and the young, I hear sleigh bells in the snow, holding on to a bunch of reindeer. He'll be making his rounds, working harder for every year. When the Christmas Christmas spirits all over town. I'm not one of them, the three wisest men, but I got an open heart. If you feel alone, just stop by my home. I don't care about who you are. If you make the trip, have a little sip, talking about the good old times, how they did it then, back in Bethlehem, when the legend came to life. I'm waiting for Santa to come. He'll be knocking on my door. Treat the old and the young. I hear sleigh bells in the snow, holding on to a bunch of reindeer. He'll be making his rounds, working harder for every year. When the Christmas spirit's all over town. Gifts with my fingertips, making up some fancy rhymes. So fancy. Just got something fun for my special one, but my love don't cost a dime. Waiting for Santa to come. He'll be knocking on my door. Treat the old and the young. I hear sleigh bells in the snow, holding on to a bunch of reindeer. He'll be making his rounds, working harder for every year. When the Christmas spirit's all over town. When the Christmas spirit's all over town. When the Christmas spirit's all over town.
I know, I do some kind of weird stuff, and some stuff that you guys probably already knew about. But as I hinted at earlier, let's talk about 2017, what that's going to bring for this channel. I can say next year, within the first roughly 4 months, so sometime before or in April, so that first quarter of the year, as far as airsoft goes, I do fully intend to go HPA. I am right now saving up to get a Polar Star Jack. I'm going to be getting it from Amped Airsoft because, frankly, I think they're the best for HPA setups, bar none. I would not go to anybody else for HPA things. So that's Airsoft for my weapon setup. As far as my gameplay videos go, I've been watching other channels. I've been watching a lot of the channels out in California, how they do their gameplay videos, and it's really got me thinking, you know, I don't feel like my montages that I make are the standard that I want them to be, simply because, at least at this point in time, I don't have the editing software to really do that high quality stuff that the guys out in Cali are doing. So, with that being said, I'm not going to end the montages because I know a couple of you guys actually really enjoy them, so I'm not going to, you know, quit them altogether. That's not going to happen. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to hark back a bit to the old days of my old gameplay videos, because I know a lot of you guys, even to this day, when I see you at the field or when I'm hanging out with you, you know, wherever, whether it be at a field or outside of a field, a bunch of you guys tell me that you actually enjoyed very much my older style of gameplay videos rather than my new ones, the montages that I've been making, which, I'm not gonna lie, I feel kind of the same. I kind of miss doing the old simple ways of doing things. One person that their videos I would kind of like to emulate a little bit is this new channel that I found probably about 2-3 weeks ago, maybe. He's an airsofter out in California. His channel is called Dutch the Hooligan, which, if you haven't seen his stuff, he's actually very good, and his videos are very high quality, and I love them a lot. I'll probably put a link in the description to his channel. But that style of doing videos, I really, for whatever reason, am drawn to that. So I might give that style a bit of a try and just see where we go with that. I would love to have you guys' input on this, and when I do the first video in this style of sorts, I'll definitely be letting you know. I'd also want the feedback and everything, obviously. Also, airsoft news for next year. I'm planning... I'm really spitballing right now, because, as you'll find out here in a little bit, I've got other plans for 2017. I would like, very much, to try to attend at least one National Airsoft Op next year. Whether it be American Milsim, or Milsim West, or something. I know those big national companies, they really don't come down here to Florida at all. But, I do know there's some events in Georgia, there's some events in Mississippi. I think there's one in North Carolina or South Carolina. Don't quote me on that, I'm not entirely sure, but events that are within, at least a day's driving distance, which is really not that bad, I mean, I did that drive to Atlanta earlier in the year to go to, for a week in Atlanta, and that was only about a 7-hour drive, which really wasn't that bad. I mean, we got in the car, we drove, it was over. I mean, it was cake. So, for those of you guys here locally in Florida, or in the Central Florida area in general, if you're planning on going to NatOps next year that are close-ish here in the South, please hit me up on Facebook or comment down below. I really want to go to these national events, but I would rather run with a group of friends. Really don't want to go it alone. I really would rather not go alone, because I've never been to a NatOp. So, yeah, if you're going and you're local, please hit me up. I'd love to go with a bunch of local guys and a bunch of friends. So that's that, as far as airsoft goes. As far as my furry life goes, this is where I know a lot of you furries out there are going to be wondering somewhat about this, especially all you local furs. As it stands right now, the only 2 conventions I have planned for 2017 is obviously Megaplex here at home in Orlando. Megaplex will be my home con forever. I will never, ever, ever miss a Megaplex. Even if I don't do anything else in the year, Megaplex will always be a con that I go to. Period. No matter what. The original plan for this year that me and my wife had discussed doing was Megaplex and Anthrocon. Somewhere about middle of this year, we came to the conclusion that that probably isn't going to work. Excuse me, that's not going to work primarily because of work and how close Anthrocon and Megaplex are to each other. Getting 2 whole vacations that close together would just be impossible, especially in my case, me working at Universal Studios and both Anthrocon and Megaplex falling roughly about the summer time frame. To get both of those off during peak season is almost impossible. I could probably get one, but there's no way I'd be able to get the other. So we decided to cut Anthrocon for this year and decide that instead of doing Anthrocon next year in 2017, we are going to be going to the first time to Midwest Fur Fest. We are going to be going to MFF next year. That is confirmed. Really excited to do it. It's the 2nd largest fur con in, to my knowledge, the world. And then the plan is to do Anthrocon in 2018. That is the plan for future conventions. FWA is a maybe. FWA is definitely a maybe. The wife and I are still trying to talk it out and figure out if we want to do it. We went this past FWA. It wasn't that expensive. It really wasn't that financially bad for us. I mean, it really wasn't that expensive. So we might go to FWA 2017, but do not quote me on that. I will definitely be giving updates for those of you that want to know. Either check my Fur Affinity or check my Twitter. I will be putting links to all of my social media in the description, because that's another thing I actually wanted to talk about with you guys. 2017, I'm going to try and be a lot more active with my social media as far as you guys go. I'm debating on if I want to start a Gun Lover 64 Facebook page. I probably won't, just because I'm too freaking lazy. But I definitely already have a Twitter set up that you guys can absolutely follow me on. It's going to be my my gamer tag on Xbox. It's going to be @badkid312. If you guys want to do, you know, add me on Xbox, go right on ahead. Doesn't bother me. Just don't spam me with party invites, because I swear to God, that's a one-way ticket to getting blocked. Let's see. Yeah, I think that... Oh, before I forget. I've actually been getting some really solid feedback from the Twitch stream videos that I've done. A bunch of people have actually come to me privately, like not on the comment section of the videos or in Twitch itself, but a bunch of guys have actually come to me and said, hey, we want to be part of this with you. Nobody of like super serious note or whatever, it's just a bunch of my friends and whatever, but based on the reactions I've seen from people that, you know, just watch my videos in general, you guys actually seem to like them a lot, so I will definitely be continuing that in 2017. That being said, as far as that goes, it also kind of leads into the schedule of 2017 as far as my channel goes. I'm going to make my earnest attempt to at least do one video every 2 weeks. At least. So you can expect at least either the first and third week of that month, or the second and the fourth week of a month. They'll probably be uploaded maybe on a Wednesday or a Friday, one of those 2 days. But definitely start expecting at least one video every 2 weeks. More than likely it's going to be more often than that, but I just want to set the basic precedent so that you guys know, hey, there's going to be regular streams of videos coming in. More than likely, it's going to try to be one video a week if I can. You know, if I can try to come up with some good content. You know, maybe it'll just be the Twitch streams that I do. But, you know, I'm going to try and do something so where, you know, there's at least a consistent video flow for you guys, since you guys keep subscribing, you keep telling me to do more, so I'm just going to give you what you want, because I enjoy it. Like, I'm just having fun with this. Even if I wasn't a YouTube partner, like, I'd still be doing this anyway, because you guys give me the reason to do this, because this is actually a lot of fun. You know, it's a good escape. So, I think that's actually it for next year. BP Wars, Furry, channel. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. So, yeah. Guys, thank you so much for joining me this entire year of 2016. And honestly, I really hope we can make 2017 even better than this year with this channel. You know, we'll see what happens. But I'm hopeful for the best based on what you guys are throwing my way. So, thank you, and I'll see you in 2017.
Okay, so I fucked up and completely forgot to mention that next month, at the end of next month, I will be flying up to Boston, Massachusetts, to go see somebody who is pretty much family to me. She's one of my oldest friends, and she's actually helped me out with a lot of things throughout life. And without her, I'd probably not be here. So next month, from the 28th through the 31st, I will be in Boston, Massachusetts. If there's anything that you guys would like me to maybe get photos of or make suggestions of doing while I'm in Boston, put it down in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you guys, and I might be doing a video with my friend that I'm going to see. She's practically a little sister to me. But for those of you in the Xbox world, yes, I'm going to see Kasori herself. So expect to see some shout-outs from her to a few of you guys, because she loves all of you. So expect to see that, and yeah, you guys are probably gonna love this trip, because I'm gonna make this an entire production in and of itself. So expect that definitely at the beginning of February, and yeah, I can't wait to make it and show you guys, some of the things that are going to be new for next year with a new style of video making for this channel. Alright, there's my retard moment, me forgetting to film this in the first place moment, getting it out of the way. Anyway guys, thank you, please comment, like, subscribe, and let's make 2017 as great as we possibly can.